Welcome to our quick demonstration of Atlan Immuta Request for Access integration. So, as you can see, I'm in Atlan right now, and I could search for an asset that is interesting to me. So Atlan maintains a catalog of all assets in the same way it always has. And I want to use this patient data that I discovered in Atlan. I looked at some of the columns in here, and this looks interesting to me. However, if I actually go to Snowflake and try to query this patients table, you'll notice I do not have access. But lucky for me, the Immuta Atlan integration is installed, and that's why this request for access button appears here. So if I click this, this will actually take me to a request form that was customized to manage these access requests. We can attach data use agreements to these that I can read. I can get some details that I'll get, if I'm approved, I'll get access to this data source, and I can fill out this request form for myself or someone else. So I'm going to say research. And yes, I love this integration, and I agree to the data use agreement. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this request. And then we will fire off notifications to all the relevant approvers over Slack and Teams, so they can jump back into their login in Immuta and see this request from Ruby for this patient's data. You can see there's 2 reviews required, either a user from country United States or Department of the Office of the CIO. I actually happen to be a member of both of those, so I can do this approval on my own. I can see Ruby's answers to the questions. I can see the data source she requested access to. I can see the data use agreement she agreed to. I'm going to go ahead and continue to determination. You'll notice we have this thing called AI Review Assist, which actually looks at all past approvals and denials, finds trends, and makes a recommendation. In this case, 17 people like Ruby have already been granted access, with 0 like Ruby being denied. So this gives me confidence that I'm making a consistent decision with other people that have made a similar decision. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this determination. So this is really where the rubber meets the road, and the aha moment of this demo, where when I approved, I didn't create a ticket for some admin to add Ruby to a group. We actually provisioned that access in Snowflake. So if I go back to Snowflake here and requery this data, you'll see that Ruby now has access. But you'll notice MRN is redacted. So similarly, we can do access requests through Atlan for the columns as well. So if I look at the columns here, I could go to MRN, and I can request a masking exception. In this case, I'm asking to see MRN in the clear. And you can see this is a different request form. Like, why do you need to see this information in the clear? Break glass fraud investigation. I submit it. And in fact, this one has a rule that if your intent is break glass fraud investigation, you're automatically given access for 1 hour. So Immuta will revoke that access in an hour as well. So how does this all work? We're using the Atlan app framework. And so if you go to your workflows, you'd see the Immuta workflow in here. So this would not have been possible without the Atlan app framework and being able to add that button on the fly to request access. And just to complete the circle here, if I go back and requery this table, remember MRM is Immuta redacted for me, but since that was automatically approved for 1 hour, propagate in a second here, MRN will now be in the clear. But that will only last for an hour. So an hour from now, that will go away. And this is all enforcing policies natively in Snowflake or Databricks or Redshift, BigQuery, whatever data platform you may be using. We push these policies natively down in. But that's the demonstration. Thanks for watching.